Hey doilies! So today I'm going to do a mermaid slash unicorn slash cotton candy look. So if you like it already, then stick around. I'm going to show you how to do it. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, requests, or anything like that at the end, just leave them in the comments below and I'll be sure to get to those as soon as possible. This is the Morphe 35D palette. That's what it looks like, just so y'all know. I'm going to go in with this pink right here. I'm just gonna use generic brushes, y'all. Don't worry about being all technical and writing down notes. So I'm gonna go in with this pink right here. Then we're gonna go in with this purple color right here. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with this hot pink and go kind of between those. So it's gonna kind of look like cotton candy. Okay, and then next, we're gonna take the hot pink with a flat shadow brush. So I'm gonna spray this with Fix Plus. And then I'm gonna wipe it off. Now I'm gonna go back into the hot pink on the bottom left. And then also back into that purple. With the purple, I'm gonna do my crease. Then we're gonna go back in with the same brush. I just wiped mine off. And we're gonna go into this lighter purple, this little lilac color right here. Little. I'm in Texas, y'all. We say little for everything. So we're gonna do kind of the ball with that lighter purple. And we're just kind of blending those together from the outside in. Same on this eye. I'm gonna go back to my pointed blending brush. Sorry, you guys. It's been a long day. Mentally exhausting day, and I was gonna film earlier and things just kept coming up, so I apologize. I can't talk right now. So again, I'm just gonna mist. So now I'm gonna go in with this color, blue. There's two blues right here that look very similar, but make sure that when you're looking at the palette, it's the one on the left. And I'm kind of going on a slant, if you can see. And now I'm gonna take my small smudge brush. And this time, whoops, I'm knocking everything down. Sorry guys. Mama's just a little bit rough tonight. Smudge brush. I'm spraying this one pretty heavily. I'm not just misting. But I am gonna wipe it off. I don't want any excess. And now I'm gonna go into this baby blue color right here. And I'm gonna go into the inner corner. Now I'm gonna move on with the rest of my face. So I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, and mine is in light sand. And I take the slanted part And we're not really winging it, I guess. We're just cleaning it up. And you don't want to go on your blue shadow, but we are going to do our concealer under the eye. If you do mess up your blue shadow, then we can go back and fix it. Don't worry about it. We're going to go back under the eye with some shadows anyway, so it doesn't have to be perfect under the eye. I just want to get a decent angle going. I want to clean up all that excess, basically. And I use a beauty sponge, damp. And then if you want your brow bone highlight to be thicker, then you can go back over this area and kind of take away some of that pink. Now, I'm gonna go in with that same smudge brush. I'm just gonna clean it off. And I'm gonna go back in with my Fix Plus, spray my brush, and dab it off. And then I'm gonna go in with this color that's beside the baby blue. It looks white on camera, but it's actually like a shimmery pastel, peachy pink, mauvey pink. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a champagne pink. Pink champagne. Sure, whatever. We'll just make stuff up. That's okay. All right. And then I'm gonna go over all this baby blue because I want it to be a little bit lighter. Number 7, Beautifully Matte Foundation. And this is Warm Ivory. I'm just gonna take a few pumps on the back of my hand and my damp beauty sponge again. And I always start at the bottom of my face. Am I the only weirdo that actually puts foundation on their neck to blend it? Does everybody else just blend from their face down? I have Mount Vesuvius right here. Can you see that? It's gigantic. It just came today. Hi, friend. It's like a parasitic twin. So for a drugstore foundation, this is a really good one. But I really like it. It does finish matte. It doesn't look shiny, which I hate. I only want to look shiny where I'm highlighted. I don't want my face to look, I don't want to look sweaty, you know? The only thing is, I feel like I use more pumps with the number 7 versus my Stand By Kat Von D. I don't know why I've been breaking out. It's not that time of the month. But I have like 2 right here and then this mountain over here. And I have one right here. What is that? How does that even get there? And why? Is that TMI? Sorry. No filter. I'm gonna go back with the Fargo HD Picture Perfect eyeshadow primer. And I'm gonna use this on my little smudge brush. One. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit like that on the back of my hand. Can you, there you go. Just a dot. And I'm gonna take that little smudge brush, or you can do it with an angled eyeliner brush too. And I'm gonna go just along my lash line right here. Or you can just spray your brush with Fix Plus, but I feel like I'm gonna get a more airbrushed effect with just the shadow primer. I'm gonna use my angled liner brush, this kind. And I'm gonna do the same colors on the bottom that I did on the top, and I'm gonna like blend it around, you'll see. And I'm just gonna use my finger and kind of just smudge that down. Can you see that? Then, oh my gosh, do you see the forehead wrinkles? Can you see the forehead wrinkles? No, seriously, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. You have to see this, hold on. Do you see that? I am 109. That is gross. It's only because I didn't bake it. Hold on. Oh, and I'm using the Kat Von D translucent powder. Surprise, surprise, that I'm using a Kat Von D product, right? Then I'm gonna bake under the eye. So I'm gonna take, this is the Tarte Emphasize, like Emphasize, can you see? My mouth's wide open under the dim lights. On the bottom, I'm gonna use the NYX. I've used this one before, I think. The Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and Definitely a Turn On. Waterproof, hold on, sorry, I can't read it. Waterproof Extreme Shine Eyeliner. It's the longest name ever. I think I said that last time too, but anyway. It looks like this. So you guys know I love these Kiss Look So Natural lashes and Shy. So here's my tweezers. I'm gonna hold my lashes with my tweezers on the outside edge. I'm gonna look down at my mirror and I'm gonna do my outside corner first. Kat Von D Shade of Light Cream Contour Palette. So I'm gonna go into that middle color, which is Woodland. The key to cream contour, if you didn't watch my first video, is dabbing. And I dab into my hairline because it makes the face look slimmer. I'm gonna go back with a lighter shade and highlight up here on my eye bone. I just turned my sponge over so that I could get some of that darker color blended out. I'm gonna do that on both sides. I'm gonna go ahead and do my forehead with that same color. I'm just making like the top of a heart. I don't go down the side right here. and then also the jawline. Then I'm going to go back to my foundation sponge. And you can use your foundation or you can use the lighter contour colors. I'm going to use my foundation just because that's what I'm used to doing. That's how I roll. And I'm just going to get a pretty thin layer. And I'm going to cut my cheeks. And then once this kind of dries a tiny bit, we don't want a really sharp line, but we do want a definite line. You see? I just want to cut it and then blend it, just the edge. Make sense? Same on the other side. And then I'm kind of blending this up. Like I said, I'm coming up to lighten this back up. And I'm not dipping back into my foundation at all. I'm just kind of blending my whole face. I'm gonna go back to my eyes. I know I've been skipping around a lot tonight. And since the lash glue dries clear, it doesn't matter if you mess up. Okay, these are just little clear circles, like little crystals. For blush, I'm gonna use my Tarte double-ended blush and contour brush. And then I'm gonna use the NYX Ombre in Instaflame. So this is beautiful. This is super pigmented, so don't like go nuts with the swirl. See what I mean? Like I barely touched it. You can take your foundation sponge again. Because it's so pigmented in pink, I do want to kind of blend it a little bit before I powder and set. Angled liner. This time I'm going to use this shade, which is Spice. Just get a tiny bit on the end of your brush. And I'm just gonna blend it out like this. If you've never seen me do this before, then you think I'm crazy right now, but just watch. I'll use my foundation sponge today. And I'm just gonna dab and blend. Ta-da! Do you see how the shadows work with the cream? I love that. I'm gonna use this color, which is Parchment, and go down the middle. Now I'm gonna go back in and powder. I'm gonna use my Sonia Kashuk. I think this is the pink pleated set. I always cut my cheeks right there first, then blend out the rest of the powder onto my neck and onto my cheeks. And I do dab my eyebrows so they look a little bit softer and as natural as the painted on brow can look. There's nothing natural about this face. I'm gonna use the Kat Von D Alchemist palette. Can you see? You probably can't see. Oh, there you go. I'm gonna take the other end of this contour brush and I'm gonna go into the middle color. It's a purple color, but it's ultraviolet or amethyst. And I'm gonna dab that onto the smaller end of this brush. I'm gonna start at the outer corner of my eye and go up like that. In the eye, and then I'm gonna take the other side after I've cleaned it off and brush away the excess because I don't want it to be super bright. I just want to glow. And then I'm just gonna take my finger in that same color and do my brow bone. I bet you were wondering, huh? You're like, you also didn't do your brown. Duh. Ugh, so pretty. Oh my god, I love this. Really? Are you falling in love with me as much as I am? Because I love this. I'm kidding. You could also use like a shadow brush. Yes. Well. Sure, why not? We'll do that too. Cupid's bow. Sure, we'll do some on the chin. We are highlighted to God. That's right, because there's only one. So I'm gonna use the MAC Fix Plus and I'm gonna set my face really quick. And then the last thing before lips, I'm gonna use my lash glue. And you think I'm nuts right now, but yes, I just did that. I think it just gives it that little extra. Because I am the definition of extra. So I have these little sparkles. That's a purple star. Anyway, so I'm just gonna put these right where I put that glue. Okay. Lips. Ooh, I got you. I got you. Here we go. Too Faced. Oh my gosh, I've used this so much that the letters are like scratched off. Can you see that? I'm ashamed of that. Okay, Too Faced Melted Matte Long Wear Liquefied Lipstick. And this is in Unicorn. And then I'm gonna take the same Alchemist palette, finger, and the same purple amethyst. And I'm plumping. I said what? Yeah. Okay, that's it. We're done. Thank you so much for watching again. And if you like this, then go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe so that you'll see every tutorial from now on. So I will see you guys soon. Remember, if you think it's too much, just put one more thing on. Go dazzle them, doilies. So back to my, sorry guys, I'm like super ADD, so just bear with me. It's because usually I film earlier in the day and when I say I'm ADD, I'm literally ADD. So I wasn't diagnosed with that until I was an adult. I was actually in college and couldn't pay attention in lecture. And don't ask me why, I just felt the need to talk about this. But I feel like it's a real issue because people look at you like, oh, you're just saying you're ADD so that you can take Adderall and be on speed. Well, no, it doesn't work like that. If you really need it, then it doesn't act like speed. It actually works. And without it, when you really are clinically ADD or ADHD, you literally cannot function without it. So it's like you have a million thoughts all racing at once, and you can't connect any of your thoughts together in order to complete a thought. Does that make sense? So like you'll start thinking, well, I need to make a grocery list. I need to make sure that I get bread and milk and eggs and, oh my gosh, speaking of eggs, I was supposed to call that lady about the fresh eggs. Oh wait, do I have her number? And it just leads to like 45 different thoughts, and you never even finish the first one. It's so frustrating. So when you are clinically ADD or ADHD, without medication, you seem to be ditzy because you can't keep your thoughts together. And then also you seem to be out of it, like you're obviously not paying attention. And then if you're ADHD and you're hyperactive, then people just think that you're weird because you have spastic moments and you're like on a high for a little bit, and then, or almost bipolar, or people see it that way. And then other moments you're sluggish, and it's because the chemicals in your brain are so far off of what they're supposed to be that you don't function like a normal human being. So like when I'm working or doing makeup or whatever, if I'm working in the healthcare field, I cannot finish a task at work if I have not had my medication. Like I'll spend a whole morning on one task because I just can't connect the dots. And it's not that you don't want to, like you'll sit there and tell yourself, I have to do this, and you'll write it down and you make a list, and you know, I really need to get this done today. And then your brain just does not function. It's like a Volkswagen Beetle trying to pull a Mack truck. You just can't do it. You can't get it together. So if you've been diagnosed with either of those, I just want you to know you're not alone. I've actually found many people who, once I've opened up about mine, they say, well, I've never wanted to talk about it, but you know, now that you've talked about yours, it really inspired me to go ahead and open up about mine. And I've dealt with it since I was so and so years old, and didn't want to tell anybody because I thought it was a handicap. And that's true. Like, people look at you like you're handicapped, and that's so far off the truth, because people that are ADD and ADHD are actually pretty much genius level. If we have what we need, the tools that we need to cope and to function properly, and we invent things, we have ideas, we're musical, we're creative, it's just getting those thoughts in order and placing them in a sequence and finishing out that synapses, you know? Anyway, I don't know why I felt the need to talk about that, but I'm kind of glad I did. Anyway.